Subscribe to this channel and like this video if you're feeling some type of way. Dude, they're going for it. Well, you know what I have to say to that? You're done, bud. Welcome back to the channel, Little Flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is JW CRE, aka Flex Daddy. And by the end of this video, you are going to know how to pilot and how not to pilot this Decidueye deck. So, we have Decidueye, and if you've been playing at all over the last year and a half, you'll know all about this Deep Forest Camo ability and how annoying it can be. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V. Of course, it also blocks GXs, but unless you're playing in the expanded format, we're not going to deal with those. So most decks right now in the standard format revolve entirely around Pokemon V, and of course the Deep Forest Camo ability blocks Pokemon V Max as well. So you have your Suicunes, your Jolteon V Max, Sylveon V Max, Vaporeon V Max, Urshifu V Max. I mean, the list goes on. There are so many Vs and so many V Maxes that Decidueye just shuts down entirely. You also have a Splitting Arrow attack, 90 damage. This attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So what I love about this attack is that you're going to be hitting for, relatively okay damage, 90, that's a 4 shot on most Pokemon VMAX, but you're building up a bunch of damage on the bench, and that's especially relevant when we think about the relatively low HP of things like Sobble, Drizzile, and Inteleon. So Decidueye, our main attacker. Another nice thing about this deck is that we can, power up our Decidueyes with Raihan. So 1 Raihan for a grass energy, and as long as we have another energy attachment, we're getting attacks, kind of back to back. So even if a Decidueye goes down, as long as we have another one and a Raihan, we're more than likely going to be able to get an attack off turn after turn, which is crucial for this deck's success in this metagame. We have some Snorlaxes with the Gourmandize ability, lets you drop to 7, and that is a early game ability that we want to use. And then we have our other abilities here in the Drizzile and Inteleon. This Inteleon providing us some very necessary damage boosting with the quick shooting, and then this Inteleon giving us a couple of trainers, which for the most part, I feel like I use this Inteleon to go Rare Candy, Evo Incense to get into another Decidueye. Now, it's really important with this deck. I find that I'm often going, if I have to choose between a draw supporter or a rare candy to get another Decidueye out, I'm often going to go for the rare candy Decidueye. You're going to see that in these next few games, that I really prioritize the Decidueyes over supporters. And that's because most decks really can't deal with Decidueye. It's very, very difficult for them to overcome this Deep Forest Camo. Maybe they don't play any non-V attackers. Maybe they only play 1 or 2 that if we can just knock those out, our opponent's rendered practically helpless to any Decidueyes we play. I just really like getting out 2, even 3 Decidueye in any game, and I feel like if I can do that, then I'm probably winning. Now, let's talk about bad matchups for the deck, because there are a couple. The first one, which may not seem overtly obvious, is Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. That one's really tough because they have the Shadow Rider Calyrex V, which can snipe 50 and 50 on our side of the board. And you want to know what has 50 HP? Yeah, that's right. This Rowlet. So they can effectively take out 2 Rowlets in the early game and really kind of wipe our board from being able to get Decidueyes out. They usually don't play too many non-V attackers. Of course, there's Galarian Articuno and Cresselia, but that Shadow Rider Calyrex V is the hardest one to deal with, again, just because of our Rowlet's 50 HP. Now, all that said, I think the 50 HP Rowlet is good because we play a lot of Bird Keeper and we can enable this Wind Shard attack. Snipe is very nice, so, I think there's a big trade-off here, but in the end, we are going to opt for the 50 HP Rowlet. Now, the other matchup that is practically unwinnable, I can say it is about as bad of a matchup as you could have with Decidueye, is the Dragapult VMAX. Now, if you expect Dragapult VMAX to be in your next online tournament or in-person tournament, probably wouldn't consider Decidueye. But if you're not expecting either of those 2 Psychic decks, then I think Decidueye is a fantastic call, as you'll see in these next couple of games. So let's get into it. These are some games from a recent stream that I had with our crazy Decidueye deck. Let me think about that one. Sugma is better than Ligma. I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on that? Because on the one hand, you have Ligma. Pretty strong. And then on the other hand, you have Sugma. Also pretty strong. It just makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? Really makes you think. Yeah, there you go, Averin. Corporate wants you to describe the difference between these two pictures. That's a tweet. That's a tweet. All right. I'm going to I feel like it's been long enough. I've been wanting to make a corporate wants to you know, make you tell me the difference between these two pictures for a long time, but I haven't ever found what to do it with. Maybe it's just sometimes with content you got to keep it simple. Sometimes it's just Sugma and Ligma. Who knows? Yeah, Jake. Yeah, make it for sure. That's a good one. We're really out here. Okay. Speaking of being really out here, we need to evolve into the Rowlet. I kind of want to keep the turf field. Let's go. So we need to go Level Ball for a Rowlet. And then... Okay. We have to force them to because they don't have a supporter. So we have to force them to have the rapid flow. And then we go here, we get the Drizzile. Yeah. We have to force them to have the rapid flow. So do that. Rare candy. Rare Conda. Rare Conda forever. I would like to win the Stadium War, so I will not play Turffield, and then we don't play that many boss, so I will keep that in hand as well. Okay, pretty good. Because that means, okay, so drawing into the Rowlet here is really good because if they rapid flow and they knock out this Rowlet, they probably are not going to knock out back-to-back Rowlets. We do need an energy though, which is what we are severely lacking. I should have checked to see whether or not we had an energy search in the deck. Yo, what's up, actual fruit? Just do it for PTCGO and live when it comes out. Okay, let me. I'm thinking. I think the Sugma and Ligma will be very good, but I could also do it for PTCGO and PTCGO. But I feel like those look very different, though. Maybe not. Maybe not. It would be more on brand. Yeah, you're right. You're right. JW, your puns make me literally laugh out loud constantly. Thank you, Gabber. Thank you. Thank you. High praise. High praise. It's really difficult to get people to laugh these days. Many people are saying this. All right. Who's Gale anyway? He's a maniac. Well, we need the energy. I guess we go here. We want to get rare candy energy. Bruh. Brother. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Very good. Daddy is happy. Daddy is happy once again. I'm a little scared about these, but we're just gonna try to ping them as much as we can. We'll put they go down to 5. Do this. Do this. Rare candy. Let's go Evo Incense. There is one more. There are 2 more rare candies in my deck. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to think, like, how do I make them go through the most things? They can't knock this out, so I could, like, scoop that up. I could play the Sobble down. That doesn't really seem that good. I think I want to keep the Drizzile in hand in case they, like, boss something up. Rowlet down seems good because we have Turf Field. So if they don't Rapid Flow here and we can get a 3rd Decidueye, I'm fairly confident that we win. I can't say with certainty, but it like feels good, right? Thanks, JR. Thank you. Thank you. I go through periods. I feel like it's with any person, like any creative person, that is. Like you go through periods where you're like on fire, you know, and you're like zing zing zing. And then you're like, sheesh, dude. All right, so here's my problem. Oh, if they KO our Drizzile. Like I almost want to, so I kind of want to offer the Sobble. Kind of want to offer the Sobble up, but then we lose our Drizzile play. If we go here, then they can snipe around us. If we go here, they can snipe around us. Yo, thank you so much, Jake, for the tier 1 for 5 months. Appreciate it, buddy. You want the expanded spice? Does it got Pikachu V Union in it? Which one do I go for? I think I go here. I feel so bad about that play. I think it's okay, but I don't feel great about it. I think it's okay. You can always send me decks, guys. Or better yet, put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord. That setup in the back looks sweet. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Got all my like booster boxes and stuff. The big thing that I need is right here. I need to be able to display these a little bit better. A little bit better than what they are right now. Because those are my regionals trophies and stuff and cities stuff. I actually didn't know where they were for the longest time, and then I moved. And then my parents gave me a box and I had all this Pokemon stuff in it. I was like, oh, that's where my regional stuff went. GTs for sure. So they're gonna retreat and take out the Inteleon. That's best case scenario, I think. Especially if they keep the Turf Field in. Then we have 3 Decidueye. Then I'm pretty confident. Yeah, there's Gale. She back again. So that was the de facto best play there. And we will go, let's see, there. Now what I'd like to get is some Bird Keepers or something like, or I mean, obviously energy. We want to get energy. But I want some Bird Keepers and stuff to like, just to have, you know, to have and to hold from this day forward. Drizzile. One rare candy, please. I'm just prioritizing that. I'm prioritizing getting this out. This is our win condition as I see it. Splitting Arrow. And we are going to want to target down these Inteleon as well. because those are the only things that can do damage to us. So after one more round of snipes, we will consider bossing up this Inteleon. Okay, I'll take a look at it, Jake. I'll take a look at it. Thank you for sending it over. What time in the season does Collinsville usually happen? Aiming for that to be my first regionals. It's usually in the spring, I believe. It's usually in the spring, I believe. So. A little bit of shady dealings. I like that a lot. Now, usually this deck doesn't play Scoop Up Net. Just as I say that, they get a Scoop Up Net. Usually this deck doesn't play more than one Scoop Up Net, right? Thank you so much for the follow, Jake Games. They play the Echoing Horn, you piece. G-Max Rapid Flow. Oh yeah, Andrew, that could work. I'm thinking like they just need like a white background or something. I don't know. Or I was thinking like a ledge as well to show them off. I'm not entirely sure what they need, but obviously it's something. They need something. Some little juice, little squeeze. We know they have a lot of stuff in their hands, so let's go ahead and give them the old Marnster. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I do not want to look. So like we had pretty bad cards that we put to the bottom. So I actually don't want to like, I'm actively attaching the grass energy such that I don't search my deck because we didn't have a supporter in the hand that we just pitched back into the deck. So I want that. I want supporters. Even if it's like a Bird Keeper off the top, then that's better than you get what I'm saying. At this point, I think I target down these things. The idea being we know that they play at least one Scoop Up Net. And they probably want to conserve this Drizzile, which they actually didn't use last turn. Yeah, okay, there we go. We also have Scoop Up Net, so we're hoping to find our Scoop Up Net eventually. But they can only really attack with this Inteleon. Does 70 damage. That's pretty reasonable, right? So we want to try to limit these Inteleons as much as we can. We might put another ping on this, but... Yo, what's up, Dan? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Rules for new sets. Really good question, Fruit. So if a new set's released, then if a tournament happens beyond, there's like a 4-week grace period that a tournament can happen in. Or it's a 4-week, 2-week grace period. Did I say 4-week? 2-week grace period for that, for people to find that set. So that's where it is. Yeah. We'll go this Decidueye, knowing full well that they could come in, yeah, with this Inteleon. I bet they have Rapid Strike energy. Okay, they do. That's fine. That's fine. So they waterfall. So it's 2 weeks, and then you can start playing. So if you have a tournament, you know, beyond that, right, that 2-week period, then you're chilling. They're gonna get 2 hits off. So we could try to find a Scoop Up Net. I'm gonna search the deck here real quick. We have 1 Scoop Up Net. Okay, that's way too risky to try to go for it. We are just gonna put as much pressure on as we can. So let's do, let's do this. Again, the idea here is that we get an energy in the discard pile for Raihan, because we haven't been able to use Raihan. Oh, we get a boss. Okay. Okay. That's cool. That's really cool. It's very cool, actually. So now I'm trying to decide if I want to retreat or not. Really trying to decide if I want to retreat or not. I think we'll attack. Now we are going to target down the only things that can hurt us. Yes, yes. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I'm super excited. Will I reference my child as a little flexer in public? Of course. Or like king of the little flexers, perhaps. So Evo Incense. They get the Rapid Striker. They might be out of Inteleon. That could be cool. Why are they attaching here? Huh. Why are they attaching to that Inteleon? That's got me feeling some type of way. That's got me feeling some type of way. If they play a water energy, yeah, we have to Raihan because I don't want to get stuck. And then we can get like, I think we have to get Scoop Up Net, right? Bird Keeper, maybe? Hard to say. Okay. So we go there. Is it bait? We go here and here. Is it bait? They go Rapid Strike Energy? I feel like that it's definitely bait. Bird Keeper is a huge draw for us. I'm going to be sick if they play a water energy. I'm just saying. I'm going to be extremely sick if they play a water energy. They can still technically win. They kind of need like, they need back-to-back Rapid Strike energies. That's good. That's a good play. I do have that Bird Keeper though. They need, okay, so they would need to play a full Inteleon line, and usually they don't play full Inteleon lines. Okay, I think we have this one. All right, very good. So we could take, let's see, we have boss in hand. I don't think there's a need to play Bird Keeper. I'm worried a little bit about this still, but we go Splitting Arrow, and then we'll just do here and here. Again, if I can knock out both these Drizziles, I don't know. They played an Evo Incense and they didn't evolve anything, so kind of makes me think they don't have any of the other Inteleon. They're going to Scoop Up Net. It's fine. We are just pressuring those Inteleons as much as we can. There is a Sobble. Dude, they're going for it. Well, you know what I have to say to that? You're done, bud. Splitting Arrow. Take out that and that. I think at this point we can pretty safely just... I should have kept to my... I did a really good job of this whole, like, up to this whole point in the game of saying, yeah, go after the Inteleons. You know, they actually just might have water energy. Like water energy boss and we lose, right? So like on this next turn, I should Scoop Up Net as well. Like I should make sure I could Bird Keeper. I could Bird Keeper, Scoop Up Net or something. I don't know. Okay, Passimian, that's a card. That is a card. I don't think they have it, guys. I don't know. Something tells me. Many people are saying they don't have it. But if they did have water energy, they could Cheryl? It's more likely that they play Cheryl. They play water. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can pretty safely deduce that they don't have it. I'm trying to think though. It's like when you get in these scenarios, it's always really good to think about what your opponent could have. Right? So like maybe they could have a win condition where they have a water energy and then they gust up this Decidueye that already has 20 damage on it. Right? Like that's possible. So trying to think through that and try to make the optimal plays based on that. Oh my gosh, what a gluttonous start we have. Okay, only 2 Sobbles. All right. Don't get too high on your own supply, J-Dub. Gormandizer. Oh, you're a Gormandizer, baby. We got Bird Keepers into the energy, rare candy, as long as they don't Marnie. Double Drizzile. God, that hand was so good, dude. Okay, we got it anyway. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, what's got you smiling like that for sure? We did get double Drizzile. We got exactly what we asked for, but then we also got, you know, just the poggers. Dude, what an insane start. Seriously. Oh my gosh. And then we're going to go here. We're going to get the Bird Keeper. Bird Keeper, I hardly know her. Get Brittany out of the active. I think we just go to town. Yeah, we'll level ball here. We have both Inteleon. But I'm struggling to think, like I'm struggling to think what we would want with this with the Drizzile. We could potentially want like a 2 quick shooting, but I think it's okay. I'm fine to just knock this out straight up. Do we want to play Turf Field is the other question, because they could come up and Shadow Mist. Yeah, let's kind of put this pressure on. Let's go ahead and Turf Field. We'll take a Decidueye. I think that's cool. And then we'll Splitting Arrow for 90. The thing is, with this hand, we can afford to be chill. We can afford to be real chill. Like, we don't want to overextend and get resources that we don't need into our hands too early. And I think that would be, playing Evo Incense for research would be that exact thing. Now we leave our options a little more open. So they really need a switch. Yeah, see, they Marnied us, right? Like, this is what we're talking about. No Parasol. Nope. God, it's so broken. How did they get a switch? Otherwise, I can't see how we lose if they don't get a switch here. Yeah, let's go, dude. That was a really great game. Just illustrating again, like, don't overextend. Ooh, 2 in a row, baby. Let's go. What is my prediction for when IRL events will start with the new announcement? I mean, I think they're going to start in January. I think they're going to be at least League Cup level events starting in January of next year. That's my prediction. Yo, what's up, Killer Addy? With the love. Thank you. Okay, a significantly worse start, but we are going first. We do got that capture energy. Depending on what my opponent has. I mean, I think we still go for Sobble here, but it's not cut and dry. We might get another Rowlet, perhaps. God, this hand is so broken, dude. What in the world? Literally a busted deck. Okay, Sobble. I mean, they would need Switch, Articuno with 2 energy and an attachment. I can't see it. I can't see it. Worlds is going to be completely insane. Yeah, I know. I think I also... Okay, another fun fact. I think I'm also the only person in the Pokemon trading card game, if you want to know some lore, that has never been to Worlds the year that they won a regional. My first year that I won a regional, I missed out on Worlds by 3 points. And then in 2020, the whole world shut down for 2 years. No, dude, no, don't. And then they have the disrespect to Marnie. You piece. Oh, didn't get it. Let's go. Oh, baby. Okay, we just need a stadium, an incense, a supporter. We get a bird keeper. I mean, that'll do, pig. Potentially. That has to do. Okay, all right. We're out from the clutches. So yeah, we go here. This happens. This happens. This happens. This happens. So they attack us here. We do 90 plus 120. And we knock this out, then they knock us out. I really want to get rid of this crest. Okay, so we're gonna go Drizzile. Scoop Up Net. And we're gonna get the first hit in. And then we got supporter for next turn. Okay. This is how it has to be. I don't know. So they're going to go 120. We knock them out. They come up with the Articuno and they remove all of their energy. So on the next turn, we're going to research. We hope that this stays in play. Probably won't. But if it does, I'm pretty safe to say we win. They kind of have a decision here. Do they want to go after the Rowlet? I think I would just smack into the Decidueye. Okay, so we lose the turf field. That's fine. That's fine. We had a lot of things that went our way on that first turn, so I'm cool with losing that turf field. They are going to attach to the active. They didn't Marnie, which is interesting. They do 120. We have a Marnie of our own, so that's so insane. All right, Drizzile for the Evo Incense to go ahead and we would actually like to keep the Stadium out. We don't have a counter to it. I mean, we got Path, but go Evo Incense here. Get the other Decidueye. And then we are looking for either an Energy to attach or a Raihan for next turn. So we'll go ahead and Marnie. We do get both. My wife always makes fun of me because she says I say both. Both. Do I take... We have Drizzile in hand. We're going to Raihan next turn. Because I got Raihan into another Decidueye. We're going to take a prize here. I think I prioritize the Rowlets. With the idea being if we can get 3 Decidueyes up and attacking, we shouldn't lose. Like they might play 2 Cresselia. That seems very not very possible. Not very possible there. Okay. Then they knock out our active. Okay, I see you out here. Coming in with that Marnie. They get their own VMAX. They're going to start charging up things. Oh, they could do... Okay, they could do some Astral Barrage stuff. That's kind of cool. They're going to do 120. Okay, I like this. Yeah. All right. Sick. So we go here. Let's go Level Ball. Got 6 prizes left. So we could play 2 Rowlets down. We really need to get a rare candy on this Rowlet, or we need to scoop up this other Decidueye. So we're going to take Sobble, and we're not going to play it. And we'll play another Rowlet down. And then we'll research. And then... This is not good. It's not terrible. It's not good. This is to 2 Pokemon. Yeah, Scoop Up Net would have been really good there. We don't get it. So they should knock out both Rowlet, actually. Oh, man. Oh, we are going to lose this one. They should knock out both Rowlet. So with that in mind, we're going to have to build up. Oh, man. I think we lose this. I should have gone on the VMAX. I should have gone on the VMAX. We're going to lose here, I think. Yo, what's up, Pandage? Thank you so much for the congrats. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Carrot? Yeah, this is what our other opponent failed to do. So yeah, they're gonna just keep it, let the good times roll, as they say. Do you have that training court? So they should go Rowlet, ping the 2. And then that's gonna be game. Can't wait for you to teach the little flexer the right way to pronounce Pokemon. True. Alrighty then. So then, ooh, Evo Incense, that's pretty good. So we're gonna go for 2 of these boys to try to just put as much pressure on here as we can. Oh, we don't have an energy in the discard. I'd love to Raihan. We could, okay, we could Bird Keeper. That's fine. So we go Bird Keeper. Do this for Path. How many court do they play? I think we need Path. I think we need Path on the exact turn that we need Path. So let's do Scoop Up Net. God, this game is so grindy. Go Scoop Up Net. We will Evo Incense for this fella. And then we'll quick shoot. We quick shoot the active. And then we will Splitting Arrow. And it's like technically we maybe wasted. Yeah, we should have been going for Crobat, I think, the whole time. It's fine. Okay, we'll see if this makes a difference. I think technically we should have been going for Crobat the whole time. Like with these 4 pings and this 2 ping, we should have been going for Crobat. It's fine. I think they have the win here. But we'll see. Uncle Jim is a cheater. Mr. Pikachu gave him the secret notebook, and Zacian doesn't rhyme with Asian anymore. I know. So sad. Truly. Truly tragic. Okay. Raihan. Quick shooter. Quick shooter. I hardly know her. Okay. Okay. So then we quick shoot. Let's see. So we're at 130. We need to quick shoot the active. And then we need to quick shoot the bench. And then see if we had put all the damage on the Crobat, then we could just boss it up and win. But we can't because we're stupid. We'll take this. And then we will go. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Da, 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 da. I actually rescind my previous statement. We might be just fine. I think we're okay. I'm gonna take it back. Uncle Tricky teaches kids to drizzle for hammers. Okay, we're gonna have a talk with them before the baby arrives. We're gonna have a talk with them before the baby arrives. Okay, this thing can. Oh, see, we have. Oh my gosh, we have the win. Yeah, because now they can just go in there. We have one last ace up our sleeve, though. We have one last ace up our sleeve. We kind of lose that advantage. Like the Rowlet maybe should have come down. Oh my gosh, this is such a. Like if we had just pinged the Crobat. If we had just pinged the Crobat, then we just need a boss. Sag. Maybe they're out of switch. Maybe they're out of switchies. Mommy? Sorry. 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 Mommy? We have a win here. We have a win here. As long as they don't boss our Inteleon, we have a win. I think our actual best play. Oh man. This is a toughie. I think it's to Bird Keeper, Rowlet, 60 damage, and then Quick Shoot, Snipe, win the game. I think that's our best play. I'm pretty sure. I really want to attach a capture energy. I should have level balled. No, that doesn't make any sense. I think our best play is to Bird Keeper, hope we keep the boss, capture energy on. All right, we're gonna Bird Keeper here first because I want to attach a capture energy. Dang, okay. We're very close to it. I would have liked to attach the capture energy to the other Sobble. Okay, and then we'll go Wind Shard. If we just had one more ping, it's a guaranteed win. Now they can gust up the Inteleon and they win. Ah! That is why it's so important. It's so important with these decks to route it out perfectly. We made a couple of errors in judgment on where we should put damage counters. I sharded, but it wasn't enough. I sharded and I lost it all. No, dude. 20 damage, bro, because we could still win with the... We could still win. I guess we could still win. All right, here. Do I have a Scoop Up Net left? I do not. Do not. How many boss have they played? Marnie. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they don't have boss. I don't know. We get path. Okay. This is something. We get the boss back. This is some, I mean, we have win next turn, right? So we'll go here. We will attach. We will path to the peak. And we'll pass. So they have to have boss or they lose. Or I guess Marnie. They could. Did we do it? No. Don't you give me that smiley face until you pass, my friend. Do not give me that smiley face. No, stop it. Oh no, dude, no. Oh, I'm crushed. This is still gonna make it in the video because I think it's very instructional for you guys to see this. If you're watching this on YouTube tomorrow. But my goodness, I will be really sad if we lose here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sad if we lose because we had the opportunity. What I was like thinking, I don't know what I was thinking when I put the 20 damage here. I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna bring up Zacian and I wanna make sure that I can just, you know, pink it, right? But that was not correct. That was just not the right play. So, do they have boss? Air balloon? Pass? He's done. Say it with me all together. You're done, bud. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I know you guys never doubted. I know you never doubted for 1 second. Well, those were some great games. If you want to see some more sweaty JW content, you can check it out here. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Remember, good luck and also have fun.